Hello YouTube and welcome back to Let's Play Surgeon Simulator 2013. In this episode I am still trying to save Bob and give him a heart transplant, which I still fail miserably at. I got kind of close, probably about as far as I've ever gotten in the last episode, but let's get this thing out of the way because clearly we don't need anything covering your body, your chest. That sounded weird. Anyways, let's use the hammer because someone in the comments said the hammer was good or something. So that's not how you grab a hammer. Come on. This is more difficult than it should be. Alright, so someone said the hammer would be good at removing his rib cage. And you would think that a hammer is good at removing rib cages. However, I am not very good at removing rib cages. I'm just trying to sort of swing it wildly and get it in his ribs or get his ribs out of him with this hammer. I'm clearly, like I've said before, no surgeon. And I'm not even sure how to hold this hammer right. Because this is odd. Okay, so let's see if I can actually move my hand in a way to get the hammer in a better position. Let's see, get this down. It's sort of like a claw machine, except harder and more life and death, I suppose. Let's see, that's kind of how a hammer works, except not quite as controlled as you might want a hammer to be when, you know, removing someone's ribs. Although if you're removing someone's ribs, you might not need that much control if you're using a hammer. So why is that moving? Why was it moving off to the side? Okay, come on, just a couple more, and I'm hammering his lungs. Come on. It's surprisingly difficult to maneuver the hammer with a mouse. And come on, just a couple more. I probably have to deal a bit more damage to his ribs than I am right now. And my hand is stuck. Alright, or the hammer is stuck. This is really, let's see. I'm trying to focus on what I'm actually doing, and it's kind of distracting me from talking. But, come on. That's probably enough, right? That's probably enough carnage. He's already about half health or less than half health, which I say half health as if he's like an enemy in a video game, which, I mean, he's technically in a video game, but he's not exactly my enemy. And is there a place you're supposed to put the lungs or, you know, his other vital organs other than just dropping them on his face and letting them fall down to the floor? Like, is there an actual, like, waste bin or something to put his vital organs in? Let's see, just clear out the rest of his debris. If there's like a vacuum or something I could use just to get this out, which is so terrible to use a vacuum on your patient's vital organs and bones. Alright, so come on. How am I supposed to get the rest of this out of him? Come on. Let's see. Might as well use something. Now, I remember someone explained the syringes as like one lowers his blood pressure and makes your vision all crazy, and then one increases his blood pressure and makes you less crazy. But does that mean that it has to do both, or is it like if you accidentally poke yourself, then it'll make you crazy or something like that? Not entirely sure. But let's see if I can do anything good with this, because there's still that one rib that I can't seem to get at, especially not from this angle. It's a terrible angle to use this this weapon, basically just pointing it at myself. Actually, I'm now actually trying to point it at myself just for the look of it, and then just drop that, and now it's gone forever. Okay, so what am I doing? I have no idea. I never know what I'm doing in this game. But he's still losing blood at 2 milliliters per second, which at the moment gives me like 2,000 seconds, which is not that bad. But once I start doing stuff, then that number is going to drop pretty quickly. Just need to rip out this one bone, this one rib, and then we'll be on our way. There we go. That's something. Progress, I suppose. And again with the watch, I didn't even realize when it came off. Let's see, come on, let's get this rib out. And there's that hole where I'm assuming more of the lung, or was I saying get the rib out when I was talking about pulling his lung out? I get my words confused when I'm not paying attention to what I'm actually saying, which is kind of bad when, you know, talking is kind of part of what I do. But there's a lot of rib in his heart area, a lot of ribs in his rib cage, within his rib cage, not making up his rib cage, which is the problem. So then what do I do here? Am I supposed to use a scalpel? If any of you have played this game and know how to, or have seen other people beat it, how do you get to his heart? I mean, I remember people were saying like, or not people, but like people say, why do I, come on, there we go. Quickest route to a man's heart is through his stomach or something like that. So, I mean, cutting away his stomach, there's something. At least I think that's his stomach. Could be his liver or kidney or something. Well, it looks like his stomach, because it comes down from like his esophagus right there. And did I cause internal bleeding again? I mean, he's already kind of bleeding internally with all this stuff. And again, what am I grabbing? Like, my hand is stuck on something under his esophagus. Like, what is that? Is that part of it? That's not part of his ribs. That's under his ribs, and it's a different color. So is that a vein, artery, cartilage thing, or is that actually bone that I need to get rid of, or is that like something I'm not supposed to touch? Or I have no idea. I don't think there's really any tutorial in this game, or instruction manual, which, I mean, you're supposed to go to school for like 12 million years, not 12 million, but like a couple decades, but to be a doctor or a surgeon. And seriously, like, come on, what am I supposed to do? Like, how am I supposed to get this? Oh boy. If I don't save Bob, like, if I don't give him a heart transplant by the end of the month, that's going to be, I was going to say embarrassing, but maybe not embarrassing, because it's only about 8 attempts or more. Probably about 10 or 12 attempts at trying to save him. And if I don't get it by like the end of March, I might just keep playing off camera until I do get it or something, because this is just ridiculous how terrible I am at performing heart surgery in this game. And I say in this game as if I'm better at it outside of the game, which I am not. Let's use this pen for something, which is probably a bad idea, because pens have no place within a human body, basically. But let's see if I can just, you know, put my signature on his heart that I'm about to rip out or something. Because I know at some point, I think I have maybe successfully done it once. Perhaps, I don't remember. Not on camera though. And that's, you know, where it counts and all that. So, that's something. I grabbed it somehow. Let's see if I can maneuver this to cut out his heart without finishing him off, because he's almost dead. Oh man, just got a couple more seconds. Come on. He's bleeding. He's losing life. Quickly. Come on. I think I got closer than I usually do, but he's just bleeding so much. Oh man. There's no way that I'm going to get this. There's still some veins or arteries connecting his heart, so I can't grab it. And he's already almost dead, so this is definitely a failure. But at least it was, oh wow, I'm just going to drop all these scalpels in if I did not mean to grab all 5 of them. Oh man. So yeah, sorry Bob, that didn't work out, but I think I got closer. I think I am making progress, which is saying something, I think. I'm not sure what it's saying, but it's saying something. So I'm going to go back to the menu. Again, let me know your thoughts on how to do this properly, because I clearly have no idea what I'm doing. Just messing around, knocking everything off my desk, because it's like, what else do you do when you're not busy failing at heart surgery multiple times? Like, really, what else is there in life? Ooh, wait, let's see, can I draw on my notepad, on this pad right here. If I can, did I grab that well enough? Oh, look, I can draw on it, kind of. That's awesome. I don't know why I find so much enjoyment out of that. But let's see, is this a marker that I can use, possibly? Can I somehow take off the lid and draw with that? That doesn't work. Can I put this in here, in the VHS thing? How many of you know what a VHS is? I know what a VHS is. I grew up with VHSs. But how many of you know what a VHS is? Or how many of you don't know what a VHS is, I suppose, is a better question. But anyways, it's about 10 minutes. So can I, like, poke the screen or something? Just poke something. I don't know. Anyways, that's it. That's it for this episode. Please leave me advice on how to do this in the comments below. Thanks. That's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.